There's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
Only midway through the season, neither team holding up as well as they would have liked. They're being tested.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Smooth in at the 2. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Peterson in at the point. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And it's the Warriors to start out. We've seen it already this season. MP has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And MP has been taking a bit of heat, coming up short on delivering what he's been so vocal about. You got to own it. And MP has taken responsibility. That's the kind of leader he is. The next challenge is how he and this group responds. Can they execute tonight? We'll soon find out.
Butler is screen on Edwards. Here's Smooth. Randle with some nice D. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Dallas. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's Butler missing. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards can't hit.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Butler passes to Moody. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A shake. And it's laid in by Randle.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Smooth. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Butler against McDaniel. Traps in the tray. Pajemski's got his second basket of the night.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? How last month turned out for him? He's putting up 6 points a night, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Butler getting something right at the rim. And he says, thank you very much.
Now here's Edwards. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Randle kicks to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Releases, and the jumper is good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Butler passes to Smooth. No good from outside.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. It's to Gobert. Here's Peterson. Nothing on the board. And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Down low. Here's Smooth. This game out 36 points for him. Pass to Green, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Peterson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hands it from downtown.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Here's Smooth. Outside Butler. Here's Smooth. Butler, a screen on Edwards to stop the run. And Jimmy Butler, good for 3. Butler's got 5 points so far.
Well, great answer there from Jimmy Butler. You don't want to anger him.
Randall passes to McDaniels. Pass to Peterson. Now McDaniels coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Peterson the pass to Gobert. Here's Peterson. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Smooth. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Wiseman's checked in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for Butler. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Moses Moody.
And proving to be effective around the rim, Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Smooth. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Drives to the hoop.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He dropped in 36 points. And the energy he played with was amazing, willing his way to a double-double. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Warriors. Barnes outside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Nailed from three-point land.
On the catch and shoot, you have to be decisive, and Dinwiddie shows the ability to do just that.
Pass to Shannon, releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Shannon's got 5 points so far. Warriors trail by 4. Dinwiddie outside. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
We've got Rui Hachimura. Edwards is out there with LeVert. Then it's Winslow, and it's Clark in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Moody. Here's Smooth. Edwards defending. Here's Smooth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And the shot goes down. Edwards got 13 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Such a physical player. Butler takes that contact on the way up.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's Butler. To the right side. Wiseman finds Moody. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. There's LeVert. Clark, the pass to Hachimura. Smooth with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Butler. Pass to Smooth. Back to Butler. To the left side wing. Moody. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now Edwards. Hachimura with it. He's covered by Wiseman. It's stolen by Wiseman. Pass to Podziemski. And he converts the layup. Podziemski's got his third bucket of the night.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. To the paint. Here's Smooth. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Stolen by LeVert. Right side, Edwards. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
Back to Podziemski. Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Podziemski on the wing. He's got 8, and he gets it to go.
Assist from number 1.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall dishes to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Green with a screen on Edwards. Here's Smooth. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammate.
Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Green, the screen. With the drive. Pass to Podziemski. A 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length. Just hammering it down.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Pass to Peterson. Oh, here's Edwards. A floater. Podziemski grabs the board. Smooth passes to Green. And the dunk by Barnes.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You know,
and that'll do it for halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Smooth in at the 2. Randall grabs the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Smooth. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Edwards. For Moody. That shot off the mark.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Pajemski. Misses from close range.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Tries from 7. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Randall's got 12.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
To the wing on the left. Outside Butler. Butler on the move. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Peterson. Gobert with it. Outside Edwards. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
There's the drive. Good. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Smooth. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And the dunk to finish. Finish it off. Beauty. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Draymond Green. The Warriors have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. And I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Here's Smooth, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Butler. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall with the ball. Now guarded by Smooth. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
To the middle. Here's Smooth. An easy 2 points on the layup. Smooth's got 11 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Butler with the ball. 10 points for him. Shoots from the elbow. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. And just caught the D there by surprise. Loveland Wiseman goes for the big end on the alley-oop.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Edwards can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll...
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Edwards is out there with Clark. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Shannon in at the 2 guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Edwards. And there's the drive. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smooth passes to Butler. Six on the shot clock. Butler on the attack.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Herter passes to Smooth. Green, the screen. Here's Smooth. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Shannon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in.
Moses Moody.
Here's Smooth. Floats one. Butler with a silky shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Hachimura, the screen. Shannon passes to LeVert. 5 to shoot. Over Moody. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And it's 7 points for Karis LeVert. And here is Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Minnesota making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Podziemski's checked in.
Well, Butler might be the toughest guy in this league. Fighting down low.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Green. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side, Edwards. They grab their own miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. Warriors leading by 6. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Butler against Clark. Butler passes to Smooth. Here's Podziemski. Connects from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
LeVert kicks to Clark. Hachimura setting the pick for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Butler on the wing. Pass to Smooth. Back to Butler. Tries the spin move. Hard earned by Butler.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside Edwards. Over Moody. That one's in there. The Warrior lead has got down to 9 in the bucket from Edwards.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Smooth. Green breaking loose. Lays it up and banks it in. Smooth's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to Peterson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, I don't know what happened during halftime, but he just hasn't had his focus since the break. Too many careless turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Randall comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Karis LeVert. And he makes that one.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Here's Peterson. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Driving the lane. Yep, it counts. 31 points for Smooth.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Here's Peterson. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards no good. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Smooth. Green with a screen on McDaniel. Smooth misses. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Into the lane.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Edwards no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Timberwolves trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46. And one of the key components. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the